Hey there, and welcome. So, let me ask you something. Have you ever really thought about how we tell time? It feels like it should be the same everywhere, right? Well, today, we're diving into a fascinating little puzzle from the Hungarian language that might just flip your whole understanding of a clock upside down. Okay, let's start with a super simple question. Take a look at this clock. What time is it? You're probably thinking, easy, it's 5:30 or 5:30. And look, you'd be totally right. Well, at least if you're speaking English. Because if you ask this question in Hungary, you're gonna get a very different answer, fél hat. Now that literally translates to 5:30. Hold on a second, 5:30? How on earth is 5:30 5:30? Well, that's the big mystery we're about to solve.
Okay, don't panic. We're going to unravel this thing step by step. First, we'll learn how to ask the question. Then we'll cover the basic words for hours and minutes. We'll get into halves and quarters. Then we'll reveal the time twist itself. And finally, we'll do a bit of practice so you can really lock it in.
All right, first things first, let's start at square one. Before you can even begin to understand the answer, you've got to know how to ask the question itself. So the magic phrase you're going to need is Hány óra van. This is your key, your entry pass to any conversation about time in Hungary. Think of this as our starting block.
Okay, with that question in our back pocket, let's grab some of the basic building blocks. Before we get to the really wild part, let's nail down the easy stuff. First up, we've got the word óra, and this one's super convenient because it means both hour and clock. One word, two meanings that are pretty closely related. Simple enough, right? And then there's this one, which is even simpler. The word for minute is perc. So, just to recap, we've got óra for the hour and perc for the minute. Easy peasy. Now, if the time is exactly on the hour, it's an absolute piece of cake. It works just like you'd expect. You just say the number, and then you say óra. So, egy óra is 1 o'clock, kettő óra is 2 o'clock. See, you're basically a pro already. All right, you've got the hours down. Now we're gonna add the secret sauce, the ingredients that really make this interesting, the fractions of the hour. Okay, listen up, because this word is the absolute key to solving our puzzle. The word is fél, and it means half. Burn this one into your memory. It's the star of the show.
And its trusty sidekick is negyed. This means quarter. Just like a quarter is 1/4 of a dollar, negyed is 1/4 of an hour. These three are your essential tools. All right, deep breath. You've got the vocabulary, you know the basics. Now, get ready for that aha moment. This is where it all clicks. This is the Hungarian time twist. Okay, here it is, the big secret. It all comes down to a totally different way of thinking. In English, we think backwards. We say 5:30. We're talking about the 30 minutes that have gone by since 5 o'clock. But Hungarian looks forward. It's all about your progress to the next hour. So 5:30 isn't 5:30, it's halfway to 6. Same for 7:45. You're not 3/4 past 7, you're 3/4 of the way to 8. It's a completely different perspective.
So how do you actually do this? Well, it's a simple three-step trick, really. First, whatever the time is, you just identify the next full hour. Second, you figure out what fraction of the way you are to that hour. And third, you just combine them. So for 5:30, the next hour is 6, or hat, and you're halfway there, which is fél. Put them together, fél hat. It's all about looking forward.
You know, this quote really hits the nail on the head. It's like being on a road trip. English tells you how far you've come from the last town, but Hungarian tells you how close you are to your destination. You're always thinking about where you're going, not where you've been.
Okay, enough theory, right? Let's put this into practice, because that's when it really starts to stick. We're gonna run through a few examples together.
So let's break these down, one by one. If it's 2:15, the next hour is 3, három. You're a quarter of the way there, so negyed három. If it's 8:30, you're looking forward to 9, kilenc. You're halfway there, fél kilenc. And at 10:45, your destination is 11, tizenegy. You're 3/4 of the way there, so it's három negyed tizenegy. You see the pattern? Always looking to the next hour. All right, first one up on the screen, it's 3:30. So, what do? You look to the next hour, which is 4, or négy. You're halfway there, so it's fél négy. All right, so let's boil this all down. If you remember nothing else, remember these key things. First, always think about the next hour. Second, that classic example, fél hat is 5:30, not 6:30. That's the one that trips everyone up. And finally, if you just master those 4 little words, and
All of this leads to a much bigger, kind of mind-bending question. Does the very language we use to talk about time actually change how we experience it? Are we looking back at the past, or are we constantly moving toward the future? This little twist in Hungarian isn't just about grammar, it might just be a tiny window into a whole different way of seeing the world. Something to chew on.